Excuse me. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, Cement Shoes, Amy. Amy has a permanent alarm set for Sunday nights now, so you don't miss this. Well, that's good. Sorry you have to do that. It'd be nice if YouTube's notification system worked, right? Good evening, Colleen, the cat lady. Cement Shoes. Yeah, I rarely, if ever, get notifications once they unsub me. Been a sub since 2018. Yeah, I saw that come. I got a news alert that they found that they found Gabby's body. Was it Wyoming? I did see that. Have they found Brian yet? That'd be my next question. Have they found Brian? He's still missing, huh? Good evening, left-handed RN. I had hoped that they'd find her, okay as well, but Diana, good evening. I didn't know that they had a YouTube channel until today. Then again, I haven't read much up on the case. I started reading about Brian a little, and then that I got flooded with other work that I had to get done. That park he's in is 25,000 acres. Pretty big park. Can't live there forever. It's got to come out eventually, right? If he's there. Good evening, Inner Peas. I watched a video on it. There's only one. Only one what? Hey, Brooks. Sketty Nona, good evening. Daddy's in the park. His parents left a car for him where he parked the Mustang. Hi, Jess. Good evening. Yeah, I'm talking about laundry. Gabby, Dan Croc, C-R-O, Crow. Only one high first time here. Nice to meet you. Well, thank you, Dan. Welcome to tonight. We're playing True Crime Trivia, but all 30 questions are around music or music related. Rotary Dial, good evening. Welcome. Gayla. You just here for a bit, Gayla? Okay. Well, in case I don't see you when you leave, thank you. Thank you for stopping in. Tina Hansen, welcome. Sorry, I'm trying to go through scrolling through the notifications, people saying hello, and I making sure I don't miss everybody. Sounds like fun, but I don't have much else to do. LOL. So they're all Dan. All 30 questions are displayed on the screen, and the four possible answers will be on the screen as well. Amy loves her Sun Night trivia. Oh, that's cool. Glad you enjoy it. Give it another couple minutes here, and then we'll get started. All right. Let's get this party started with the first question. Question number 1. Dahlia was number 1 for Tom Jones in 1968. Do you remember which Scottish band hit the charts in 1975 with it? A. Essential Alex Harvey Band. B. Big Country. C. Nazareth. Or D. The Average White Band. Dahlia was number 1 for Tom Jones in 68. Who hit the charts in 1975 with it? Amy doesn't know this one. Delilah. Yeah, D, A, B, A. A. Inner Peace is going with E, whatever Cement Shoes says. Wait for Cement Shoes to guess. What is it? What is Cement Shoes' answer? You're going with Brooks, going with B. Delilah was number 1 for Tom Jones in 1968. Do you remember which Scottish band hit the charts in 1975 with it? The correct answer to the first question for the night is A, the sensational Alex Harvey Band. They hit number 1 in some countries with it. In other countries, it only reached the top 25. Good evening, Starfire. Generally don't know the answer because everyone thinks I know it all. You do know an awful lot of these questions, Cement Shoes. You do. But the answer is A, the sensational Alex Harvey Band. All righty. Question number 2. I Shot the Sheriff. Which of these acts have never charted in Britain with the song? Is it A, Jimmy Cliff, B, Bob Marley, C, Eric Clapton, or D, Warren G? I know we've had this question before, but now we're looking for which band has never or artist has never charted in Britain with the this song, I Shot the Sheriff. Amy is like, well, at least I know a Scottish band. One night I literally only knew a single question out of 30. Really? Huh. I don't remember that night. Cement Shoes? Skitty notices, but I did shoot. I did not shoot the deputy. I'm sure they get a lot easier, Gayla. Hopefully Inner Peace is going with E. Casey and the Sunshine Band. I Shot the Sheriff. Which of these acts have never charted in Britain with the song I Shot the Sheriff? I shot the sheriff, but I did not shoot the deputy. The correct answer to question number 2 is A. Jimmy Cliff did not chart in Britain with I Shot the Sheriff. He recorded it though. All right. Question number 3. Mac the Knife was a hit for Louis Armstrong and Bobby Darin. Which musical theater show is it from originally? A. The West Side Story. B. Cats. C. The Threepenny Opera. Or D. Guys and Gals. Mac the Knife. Back. Mac the Knife was a hit for Louis Armstrong and Bobby Darin. Bowie Flint, good evening and welcome to True Crime Trivia. I hope you enjoyed the trivia tonight. So only I see blurry questions. You only see blurry questions? I'm sorry, Sketty Nona. I'm not even wearing my glasses and it looks good on my end. I'm sorry it's blurry on your end. You may need to refresh your browser or something. The T with Queen C. Good evening. Welcome to True Crime Trivia. Hi, thank you. It's my first name. Mac the Knife was a hit for Louis Armstrong and Bobby Darin. Which musical theater show is it from originally? I've been watching your videos. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. Hope you enjoy the content that I put out. Blurry to me too. Just the questions. I'm sorry. Inner Peace is going with E. Mary Poppins. Gayla Denson. Man, these questions are making me feel really stupid. I should know these. Mac the Knife was a hit for Louis Armstrong and Bobby Darin. Which musical theater is the show? Is it from originally? The correct answer is C, as in cat. The Threepenny Opera. Threepenny Opera. All right, maybe you'll know this one, Gayla. Question number 4. The Killing of George, Parts 1 and 2 by Rod Stewart. It is about a friend of his that was killed in New York City. What was the motive for the killing? Was it A, drugs, B, booze, C, a woman, or D, random? The Killing of George by Rod Stewart. You had a 45 of Bobby Darin's MTK. I watched the Brittany Gosden video today. I'm shocked that she had a chance at parole. Gross. And my answer is A, no idea. Starfart, I lose. Sketty Nona, C, I guess. I just got another record player today. My friend was getting rid of his hi-fi system, his home stereo system. They bought the Bose Entertainment Center, and they sold off the amplifier and cassette, dual cassette player and stuff. And he gave me a JVC record player, and I got a free record with it too. It's model JLA 20. I got Van Morrison, Moon Dance. He didn't know where the jacket was for it, so he gave me the record for free too. Broken Justice, you have a 45 collection, as do I. I've lost track of how many I have, though, sweetheart. I truly like your office. Well, thank you. Air Piece is going with E. Someone stole Marble Rye. Marble Rye. All right. Question number 4. The Killing of George, parts 1 and 2 by Rod Stewart, is about a friend of his that was killed in New York City. What was the motive for the killing? Colleen the Cat Lady is guessing D. Pretty cool. I have a record player with the vinyl thing going on. Moon Dance reminds me of the good old days. Van Morrison, love Van Morrison's music. But this one's the A side of it is pretty scratched up. I have another copy, but never hurts to keep around an extra copy. At least the B side is good. Starfire, you missed the 70s. The correct answer to question number 4 is D. It was a random killing. His friend was stabbed to death in New York City. I don't know if he actually references that in the song, but it was a random killing in New York. His friend wasn't doing anything wrong. It was just the wrong place at the wrong time. There's a lot of records being re-released on vinyl. Yes, there are. His name is he's the lead singer of the Red Stripes, right? White Stripes. I can't remember his name is though. They had the song Seven Nation Army. I can picture him, but I can't remember his name. But anyways, he owns a business. That's all they do is they repress today's music on vinyl. Because as the baby boomers are retiring, they want to have that nostalgic music. Jack White, there you go. Thank you, Smith Shoes and Amy. But he owns an actual record label where he presses today's music in vinyl. Because as I was saying, as baby boomers retire, they want to relive the nostalgia of vinyl records. And for an industry that died and was almost completely gone, it's coming back big. Okay, going on to question number 5. Question number 5. The Ballad of Bonnie and Clyde. Who released this song? Was it A, Johnny Horton, B, Kiss, C, the Rolling Stones, or D, Georgia Fame? Who released the song Ballad of Bonnie and Clyde? Thumbs up for Will. Thank you. I hope we get at least a 50% thumbs up or thumbs down for this stream. We haven't gotten that much for the last 3 trivia nights. Kind of a little bit depressing. I hope everybody's enjoying it. Oh crap! Amy knows this. The Ballad of Bonnie and Clyde. Sorry, we're crinkling of the plastic here. I'm addicted to these things. Here, I can't see it. Zotz. Anybody remember Zots? We got A. I put my thumbs up ready. A. Kayla Denson. A. Obie Flint is going with guessing Johnny. What are Zots, Amy? They're like a hard candy. And then they have a powder in the inside that if you break into it, it's kind of like bubbly in your mouth. Zots. Z-O-T-Z. It's a candy that I've loved since I was a kid. Cement Shoes is going with E. James Brown. Hobby is making dinner tonight. Homemade pizza. Ooh, that sounds good. They are, Amy. All right. The Ballad of Bonnie and Clyde. Who released this song? For question number 5, the correct answer is D, as in dog. Georgia Fame. Then, see here. Question number 6. Which of these Johnny Cash recordings is a song related to prison? A, Dark as a Dungeon. B, I Still Miss Someone. C, Give My Love to Rose. Or D, Grand Canyon. Grand Canyon. Okay. Oops. Went the wrong direction. I have so many windows open. I was trying to. I sent someone a message really quick to close out the other one. D, Dark as a Dungeon sounds about right. Lieutenant RN is going with C, Starfire A, C for Cement Shoes, C for Brooks, C for Gala, A, LOL. Which of these Johnny Cash recordings is a song relating to a prison? Jess Theory is going with C. She's just guessing. Gala Denson, his pizza smells so good. My hubby says Dark as a Dungeon. Inner Peace is going with E because you're mine. I walk the line. Huh. Starfire getting everything wrong. Janie, can I cheat and Google it if you want? There's no. If all we're doing is just for bragging rights, I guess. If you want to use Google, you can. Karen Cato, good evening. Let's see what I was going to look to see what did Starfire answer on this one. Starfire went with A, Dark as a Dungeon. Jess Theory is guessing them all tonight. Well, I'm sure that they get a lot easier I know once we get past question 15, there's a lot of 1980s questions in there. I'll copy my answers, then Janie. Alicia, welcome. Hope you had a wonderful weekend. Okay, question number 6. Which of these Johnny Cash recordings is a song related to prison? For question number 6, the correct answer is C, as in cat. Give my love to Rose. Starfire, my internet is too slow to cheat. I'm sorry. All right. Question number 7. The Kingston Trio had a hit song about being jailed south of the border. Where are they imprisoned in the song? A, Mexico City. B, Tijuana. C, Cancun. Or D, Juarez. The Kingston Trio. Genius. I'm trying to run the song through my head right now. Let's see. Got a lot of B's. B, 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 B. Brooks is going with S. S is nowhere near B or any other. Well, I guess it's near A. Oh. Dan is going with D, Juarez. B for Brooks. Going with B, huh? And the Kingston Trio had a song about being jailed south of the border. Where are they imprisoned in the song? Mexico City, Tijuana, Cancun, or Juarez? Yeah, can you sing the clues? No, I can't sing. I'm going to say D, A, and B make me think of Grateful Dead. Mexico City. D, Juarez. Ooh, your cookies turned out terrible. You should have made snickerdoodles. I'm sorry, Gayla. Broken Justice is going with F. All right, the Kingston Trio had a hit song about being jailed south of the border. Where are they imprisoned at? The correct answer for question number 7 is B, Tijuana. Inner P's E, Guadalajara. It's Tijuana. Tijuana is the correct answer. Colleen the Cat Lady got in just in time on that one. Excuse me. All right, question number 8. In 1976, a band from Ireland released a song titled Jailbreak. Which Dublin-based band recorded this song? A, Them. B, Till Tuesday. C, Thin Lizzy. Or D, High Skirts? Which band recorded the song titled Jailbreak? Hi, Jenny. Welcome to the stream. I hope you had a wonderful weekend. C, C, C. C. Rotary dial's going with C. I have this album. I have the original first pressing of it with the it's a gatefold cover, and it actually has a cutout in the cover of it itself. I know I have this album. I have it in a plastic sleeve because the first pressing they only made 1,000 copies of because they didn't think the album was going to sell, especially here in America. Tonight is going to be a jailbreak. Jenny, I think that's the wrong song. I thought Thin Lizzy was from Ireland, so I picked C. You know, Ireland, Dublin. It says the question is in 1976, a band from Ireland released a song titled Jailbreak. Inner Peace, Thriller. Wow, it must be C. Karen Cato going with C. Calling the Cat Lady C. In 1976, a band from Ireland released a song titled Jailbreak, which Dublin-based band recorded the song. The correct answer, ladies and gentlemen, is C. Thin Lizzy. Yes, Thin Lizzy was the correct answer. C. I know I have this album in the house. All right, question number 9. Which band includes their composition of Prison Song on their album Toxicity in 2001? Is it A, System of a Down, B, Metallica, C, Rage Against the Machine, or D, Disturbed? Which band included their composition song Prison Song on their album Toxicity? Excuse me. Ahoo! You get that one, Brad? ACAA. Oh no, it's A. I get System and Rage confused. That's easy to make that mistake. Jess, it's easy to make that mistake. A lot of people actually do that. System was down and Rage Against the Machine. Rage Against the Machine was frontlined by Zach De La Roche. Rage Against the Machine would still be together today if it wasn't for the fact that Zach just didn't want to play anymore. He didn't want to tour anymore. But they've come back together. Peter's going with Johnny Mathis. Starfire says, I like Sod. Sod's good. I have absolutely no idea which means my answer is C. Thank you for this, Will. It's a nice way to spend a Sunday evening. Well, I'm glad you enjoy it, Rotary Dial. Does everybody else remember what a rotary dial phone is? Every time I see your name, I always think, oh my God, rotary phone. Wow. That was before touch tone. Just a Colleen, the cat lady. Yes. Remembers rotary phones, rotary telephones. Inner peace, no way you'll answer any of these correctly. You never know. You might know some. Okay, no, I appreciate the easy band names like U2 and REM. I I can't tell you how many times I've seen REM in concert. I really did lose track. I lost track a long time ago. All right. Which of these bands included their composition Prison Song on their album Toxicity in 2001? The correct answer is A, System of a Down. Question number 9. System of a Down was the correct answer to that one. I'm barely old enough to remember my parents' avocado rotary phone. I used to play with it all the time. Got in trouble a lot. You're born in 1984. Nothing wrong with that. My grandpa had a rotary phone with 30-foot twisted cord. I'm not joking. As teenagers, I had 4 sisters and then me. All right, so I have 2 older sisters and 2 younger sisters, and I'm the middle child between that group of 5. We had a phone it was in the kitchen. We had one telephone in the entire house, and it had a cord. You could actually go all the way from the kitchen to the living room and sit on the couch with the handset still. That's how long I don't know, 30 feet, 50 feet. I don't know how long that cord was, but it was long. Yes, and no call waiting. We had a party line. Now, when we moved here, where I am, in this city where I live at now, Gala, we used to have a party line. You picked up every single household had a different ring or to that number. Our actual home that we first moved here was only 3 digits. The house number was 3 digits. Been a long time, just with 4 sisters. Oh well, you probably never got to use the phone. No, I really don't ever remember calling my friends or anything else. I just went over to their houses, knocked on the door. Before cell phones, you wanted to talk to your friends, you saw them face to face. You wanted to communicate with somebody, far distances away, you got a pen and a paper out and you wrote them a letter. So that's what we lived our lives. But technology has made it better, hasn't it? All right, question number 10. So much for my rant. Who took the song Chain Gang to the Billboard #1 2 spot in 1960? Who took the song Chain Gang to the Billboard #2 spot in 1960? Was it A, Rita Wilson, B, James Taylor, C, Jim Croce, or D, Sam Cooke? Who took the song Chain Gang to the Billboard #2 spot? I still hardly answer my phone when it's in my pocket. LOL. I have no excuse. Our phone number had phone numbers, no area code. No, we didn't have an area code either or prefix. But every home had a different ring, so you just you knew. Oh, it was the call was for you. But everything here was controlled by the government when we first moved here. Inner Peace is going with Mr. Rogers. I think Mr. Rogers, it might be the correct answer to this one. Submit Inner Peace. So you might get one right. You might get one right and not even be trying. What's going to do then? D. And Mr. Rogers, LOL. Who took the song Chain Gang to the Billboard charts #2 spot in 1960? D. It looks like everybody's guessing going with D. I'd like to say E, probably the guy who used to run the outside Arizona jail. So that'd be Joe is it Paterno, Patino, something like that. D, Inner Peace. All right, the correct answer to this one, ladies and gentlemen, is D as in dog. It was Sam Cooke. Did anyone have a phone? The phone company owned. You got your phone line. Yeah, Ma Bell. Ma Bell owned a phone. You had to buy it on payments. But when we moved here, where I live now, 90% of this place was controlled by the government, and they gave you an actual telephone. You may not have any telephone lines that ran to your home. You had to pay for all those yourself, but they gave you a telephone. All right, question number 11. This song by Social Distortion is about a man who killed his fiancée and went to prison for it. What is it called? A. Prison Bound. B. 99 to Life. C. Bad Luck. Or D. Mama's Little Monster. This song by Social Distortion. Indiana Bell. We used to call it Ma Bell, but it was Bell, the Bell Telephone Company. They owned everything. This song by Social Distortion is about a man who killed his fiancée and went to prison for it. What is it called? We got D, C, I don't know, it says Amy. It's getting known as D. Jess is going with B. Jenny is going with C. Starfire C. Jenny is 99 to like, I'm sure, isn't it? But it's a song I'm thinking I like it. So I'm going with that. I should probably wear my glasses. I mean, it's getting harder and harder to read these. There we go. That's a lot clearer. Cement shoes. Don't drop the soap. Bell is now AT&T. I didn't know that. I just know that they broke up the phone company, and there for a while it was really confusing. You know, who was going to be your telephone provider. We had a company that ran our telephone line for a while. It was like Five and Dime or something like that. They had a really bizarre name like that, or 10 cent dime or something like that. I can't remember. But they after they broke up, the monopoly the Bell Telephone Company had, we ended up with some company that was just we don't know who they were. They're just fly by night, I guess. It was AT&T in Indiana too. I was trying to say B, but the book of explanations. My bad. Nothing to be sorry about or apologize for. This song by Social Distortion is about a man who killed his fiancée and went to prison for it. What is it called? Is it Prison Bound, 99 to Life, Bad Luck, or Mama's Little Monster? And incidentally, side note, Social Distortion, the band Social Distortion, is the very first concert I ever took my daughter to go see. Very first. Is it back, everybody? Hello? Everything just froze on my end. That was weird. Where you at? Is everybody still here? Give me a thumbs up or yes or something. The whole thing just like just stopped. Hello. Hello. Yes. Okay. Good. I was like, but I was saying though, the very first concert I ever took my daughter to was to go see the band Social Distortion. The correct answer to the last trivia question, number 11, is B, 99 to Life. Hi, Will. Yes, thank you. Yeah, mine froze too. Yeah, it was weird. It all. I went to to go on to the next one. All of a sudden, I'm like, why am I not moving on the screen? All right. Question number 12. This 1978 song by the Styx is sung from the perspective of a criminal about to be executed for his crimes. What is the song called? Is it A, Mary, B, Law, C, June's Dream, or D, Renegade? This 1978 song by the Styx. Starfire's first concert was Andy Gibb. Good. I would have enjoyed that one. I can't remember my first concert, to tell you the truth, which one it was. Question number 12. This 1978 song by the Styx was sung from the perspective of a criminal who about to be executed for his crimes. E, some come sail away with me. Okay, now I'm still here. That just because the camera's off doesn't mean that that we had the problem again. But I'm still here. Trust me, everything's working good now. I have 5 out of 5 bars. Mott, the Tommy Saw sang it. Amy's guessing D, Don't Sit Down. Diana Bowman thought it was her. No, that was all right. Hello, good evening, RRH. How are you doing? I hope you had a wonderful weekend. Starfire is a big Styx fan. Io Agato, Misto Roboto. Io. You're such a good dad. My first concert was when I was 7 at the Astrodome. My dad took me to see Jimmy Buffett. Cheeseburgers in Paradise. Was your dad a parrot head? That's what they call fans of the Jimmy Buffett. They call them parrot heads. Sketty Nona is a Stones fan. I like the older Rolling Stones. I'm not much of a fan of like some of their newer music, but the older stuff, yes. Welcome, okie dokie. I took my daughter to probably 12 concerts or somewhere in there, 12 or 13, and then she got to the age where she was old enough, and I just dropped her off, and picked her up afterwards. Get it, sticks and stones. In 1978, Song by the Styx is sung from the perspective of a criminal about to be executed for his crimes. What's it called? The correct answer to number 12, ladies and gentlemen, is D, as in dog, Renegade. Question number 13. This song by Skid Row is about a teenage criminal. What is the name of the song? A, Youth Gone Wrong. B, 18 in Life. C, Pieces of Me. Or D, In the Darkened Room. This song by Skid Row is about a teenage criminal. What is the name of the song? RRH is going beep, 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 beep. Getting known, I went to a Stones concert and got free tickets to Jimmy Buffett, and I saw Styx I don't remember. He isn't necessarily a parrot. They came to Houston Rodeo, and he thought it would be inappropriate enough to take me to that at that age. Of all the concerts I've ever been to, and I've been to an awful lot. We're talking into the hundreds of concerts that I've been to. The wildest concert I ever went and saw was AC/DC. By far the wildest one. Gayla Denson, the pizza is done. Hubby says the answer is B. Oh no. That's Pieces of Me. Never mind. B, Your Crime is Time. Ooh, left-handed RN, Earth, Wind, and Fire. That would have been a great one to go to. Inner Peace is going with Somewhere Over the Rainbow. Well, thank you, Okie dokie. Doing the best I can right now. I'm very highly medicated right now. Did you ever see Motley Crue? No. I've never seen Motley Crue in concert, but I do have the album Shout at the Devil, the first printing of it. I've got one that's still sealed. It's never been opened, and I have one that I actually listen to music on, the music on. But no, I never got the chance to see Motley Crue. All right, Skid Row has a song about a teenage criminal. What is the name of the song? But Youth Gone. The correct answer is B, as in boy. 18 in Life is the correct answer to Skid Row's song about a teenage criminal. All right, question number 14. Who hit the top of the Billboard charts originally with Murder by Numbers? Was it A, Don Henley, B, Dave Matthews, C, Jackson Browne, or D, Sting? Who hit the Billboard charts originally with Murder by Numbers? Crazy show. Everyone was Megadeth and Necrosis. I've seen Megadeth. Saw Megadeth in, I think it was like 86, 88, somewhere in there, I'd have to guess. Saw them in the Hubert H. Humphrey Dome in downtown Minneapolis. Inner Peace is going with E, Lawrence Welk. Lawrence Welk, Murdered by Numbers. D, methinks, says Jess. I have seen AC/DC also. I loved it. My dad took me to that also. He took me to a lot as a youth. I think the answer for taking your daughter to go see good music live. Yeah. Gayla Denson, no clue. Hubby is guessing C. Question number 14. Who hit the Billboard charts originally with Murder by Numbers? Okie dokie, you waited on sticks at the Denny's in Tucson? Wow. That'd be cool to actually meet him that close. I plead the fifth with my answer. Did you plead the fifth with the Murder by Numbers? Okay, who hit the top of the Billboard charts originally with Murder by Numbers? The correct answer, ladies and gentlemen, is D as in dog, Sting. Sting was the original one to hit the Billboard charts with Murder by Numbers. Last concert I went to was Brit Floyd. They were awesome. They tipped you $150. That's cool. Gaelic dancing, Gary Ridgway. What does Gary Ridgway have to do? Does he sing? I hope not. Question number 15. In what language are some of the lyrics sung in Psycho Killer by the Talking Heads? Is it A, French, B, German, C, Latin, or D, Spanish? In what language are some of the lyrics in Psycho Killer by the Talking Heads? Justeria is going with B. Good evening, Sarah. I'm cheating again, just kidding. Now family here. Family, hello. And Cheryl Hamilton, good evening to both of you. I hope you both had a wonderful weekend. Chris Watts should have been listening to Gary Ridgway sing as punishment. Anna Pete is going with Pig Latin. Psycho Killer. Great song, by the way. Sarah's going with C. Okie dokie, B. Alicia, left hand RN, B. Jeannie, I'll say C. Sounds crazy enough to get attention. Gail Denson is going with B. German. LOL, cement shoes. What's cement shoes French? Cement shoes, yes, to Jody Aries. Talking Heads is one of your favorite bands, Sketty Nona? Is it been the same as it ever was? Same as it ever was. Same as it ever was. Well, just don't burn down your house, Sketty Nona. I have no idea, so I'm just guessing. All right. In what language are some of the lyrics in Psycho Killer by the Talking Heads? The correct answer, ladies and gentlemen, for question number 15 is A. The original recording was in French. He did part of the song in French. He has done it in other languages as well, but the original answer in this question is A. It should say in there in the what language originally are some of the lyrics, but it doesn't say that. So if you guessed any language, he probably has done this song in other languages. But I know French is the original, but he has done it in probably Spanish, Latin, German, and then other people have released it, dubbed it in other languages as well. So give yourself credit anyways for that one. since it does not say originally. Question number 16. Which blues song by Billy Roberts was Jimi Hendrix's first hit? Was it A, Purple Haze, B, Hey Joe, C, Fire, or D, Foxy Lady? Freddie Fender, Wasted Days and Wasted Nights. His son is an actor. Freddie Fender's son is an actor. He was in the Scooby-Doo movie. He played Fred from the Mystery Gang. Did Freddie Fender, did he do Knock 2 Times? I think he did. Knock 2 times if you want me. Oh, darling, knock 2 times. I got that song in my head now. It's going to be there for a while. I love Freddie Fender. So are all the correct answers that one? For Janie, for the last question, give yourself credit as a correct answer for all of them, because the question is actually worded kind of in a way where it should have said what originally did he sing some of the lyrics in, but it doesn't say originally, so that it's kind of misleading. So give yourself credit anyways, because I'm sure that David has released it in other versions over the years in Spanish, Latin, German, Portuguese. He's probably done them all. He was your mom's favorite singer before the next teardrop falls, fellas. Welcome to Roll With It. Sorry, Roll With It. I can read. I can. Amanda, welcome. Falls. Wish I could play some of that music though. Which song, blues song, written by Billy Roberts was Jimi Hendrix's first hit? Was it Purple Haze, Hey Joe, Fire, or Foxy Lady? Question number 16. The correct answer is B, as in boy. Hey Joe. Hey Joe, where are you going with that gun in your hand? I'm going down to kill my old lady. Found her messing around with another man. Go to Stevie Ray Vaughan. Stevie Ray Vaughan was a hell of a guitarist. Probably, one of the best all time. All right, question number 17. Who sang The End with Only One Friend? Was it A, Alice Cooper, B, Next, C, Doors, or D, Van Morrison? Who sang the song The End? Oh, Tony Orlando sang that song, Knock 3 Times. Yes, I am, Gayla. I'm seeing it right now. I have to. The pain is too much otherwise. Little Wings, my favorite Stevie Ray song. It's a good. He put out a lot of good music. Okie dokie. 3 times on the ceiling if you want me. $17. Who sang the song "The End"? Later Pisa, Stevie Wonder? Janie is going with C, C, C. We got a bunch of C's. And RRH is going with The Doors. Just The Doors. Who sang The End? The correct answer to question number 17, ladies and gentlemen, is C as in cat. The Doors. Stevie could play just as well whacked out on heroin as he could straight. I'm trying to remember the other guy. I can't really answer to that, but I'm sure it's true. You know, a lot of musicians did a lot of drugs back then. Twisting the pipe if you ain't gonna show. Don't want to hear that. This is the end, my friend. The end. So question number 17 was the Doors. For next one, 18. In Murder Incorporated, who has a gun that he keeps beneath his pillow? Is it A, Robert, B, Bobby, C, Johnny, or D, Marsha? In Murder Incorporated, Stevie has so many videos. He's amazing. He was. Oh, it's gonna drive me nuts. I can picture the guy, but I can't remember his name. No, Amy, it's not. I have to have surgery on my knee. I tore the MCL and I punctured a hole through the meniscus. So I have to have surgery. This week I go on to what's called the standby list. If somebody can't have surgery because they have to put them underneath anesthesia or whatever the reason is, and if my doctor's available, then I'm going to get into actually have surgery. Hopefully it'll happen this week. My doctor's hopeful that that it will, because a lot of people have been showing up at the surgery center to have surgery done, and they test positive for COVID that day. So they can't exactly safely put them underneath anesthesia. I have an old VHS that proves my statement. LOL. Cheryl Hamilton, what was your statement? I missed it. I'm sorry. But in being whacked out on heroin, inner pieces going with Captain Kangaroo. Jenny is going with N. How did I hurt my knee, Cheryl? It's one of those things where it's just been getting worse and worse for about the last 6 months or so. It keeps on locking up, and I'll be standing, and then all of a sudden my knee will just lock up, and I'll just I fall over. But it's gotten worse and worse and worse. And this past Saturday, me and my friend Tim were golfing, and I went just normal, walking up to it, do a couple practice swings, the tee off. I hit the ball, and I bent over, picked up the tee, no problem. Started to walk back to the golf cart to put my golf club away in the bag and move on to where the ball was. And I got about halfway back, maybe 2 steps or so from the tee block, and it just went. It totally just gave out from underneath me, and that was it. It's all she wrote. I meant B. My eyes are really bad tonight, and I can't see the keyboard. I hope surgery comes fast. I had to wait 8 months for the one I just had this month. I hope you get them in soon. Oh, thank you, Jess. I will. I've already had my left knee. Pretty much I've had surgery on just about every part of my body. It seems like these days. Don't actually know this one. At least I can admit this. Watch Dr. Grand here on YouTube talk about this the other day. So I guess better admit my mental state. I watch Dr. Grand on YouTube. I watch his channel. I don't watch it as often as I probably should, but I do enjoy his content. It'll happen, Cheryl. Hopefully sooner than later. Not this week, maybe next week. In Murder Incorporated, who has a gun that it keeps underneath a pillow? Question number 18. The answer is B. Bobby. Bobby has got a gun. All right. Question number 19. After the death of lead singer Bon Scott, what album did AC/DC release first? Is it A, Back in Black, B, Razor's Edge, C, Greatest Hits Volume 1, or D, Hell's Bells? What album did AC/DC release after the death of Bon Scott? That is the song Janie Has a Gun, Cheryl. But Bobby had a gun in Murder Incorporated. It's getting known as going with Hell's Bells. A. Cheryl and Amy are going with A. RH is going with A as well. My grandmother liked the color pink so much that she asked that her artificial knee be pink. Wow. I tell you, something along that lines about the color pink. The house that me and my wife bought before this one, when we went to go look at it, as an open house, it was an empty house. The lady who owned it actually had moved out and had died in a convalescent center, and her daughter was actually selling it years later. But so she didn't actually die in the house though. But we walked into the front door. Everything in the house was pink. The walls, the ceiling, there's some furniture that was in there. It's like to stage it, but it was like pink couch, pink chairs, everything, pink and red carpet. It was pink everywhere, and it was pink, the color of like a Pepto-Bismol pink. It was everywhere. Cheryl, don't worry. Will's is medicated. Oh, it was funny. Oh, I'm medicated, all right. Was it a tribute to him? Was what? E. Songs in the Key of Life. It's either A or D. Just have to remember which album that was. Pretty sure it was their first released album. It was their first released album after Bon Scott died. What album did AC/DC release after the death of Bon Scott? I can understand white wicker furniture, but everything in this house was pink. And as part of the deal to buy the house, we got everything that the lady who owned the house originally left behind. The furniture, everything. We got it all. My hip is plastic, my right leg is titanium, and my left foot is titanium. My knee is titanium. RRH, my left knee. I think it's a titanium rod that's in my back. I didn't get spinal fusion, but I have a rod in my back that actually between two vertebrae because it was cracked in almost in half. James Got a Gun is so annoying to people named James growing up in the 90s. Had mine done in 09. It was brutally soft bone, so they had to put a super long rod in leg. Pray I never have to do that. Do the other. Okie dokie just finished movie. People in here with replacements, badasses. Knee replacement surgery is brutal. Yeah, the occupation, well, not occupation, but the physical therapy afterwards, Gala. I was just like, screw this. I didn't even want to do it anymore. It took a while before I got full range of motion out of my left knee. It took a lot of work and it was really painful. Question was High Voltage their first release, Getty Nona? Well, we're going to find out here in a second what their first album release was. After the death of the lead singer Bon Scott, what album did AC/DC release first? Question number 19. The answer is A. Back in Black was the first album that AC/DC released after the death of Bon Scott. It's a crime shame. Hi, good evening. Welcome to True Crime Trivia. I hope you had a wonderful weekend. Like Okie dokie, RH is like the $6 million man. I replaced my husband with goldfish. All right, question number 20. Rick Ocasek was the lead singer for which musical group? A. Manic Mondays, B. Toto, C. The Sound Machine, or D. The Cars? Rick Ocasek was the lead singer of which band? Which band was Rick Ocasek the lead singer of? I am still here. I've not gone anywhere, and the internet has not gone down. D, the Cars. D. I'm guessing everybody knows who Rick Ocasek is, huh? Inner Peace is going with KC and the Sunshine Band. RH, oh no, Will is triggering me. Will, I went through a lovely biopsy a couple weeks ago with 0 meds. It was horrible. Oh man, Cheryl, I would not want to do that. Liver biopsy? Oh, bless your heart. I hope you're doing better, Cheryl. Okay, Rick Ocasek was the lead singer of which musical group? The correct answer, ladies and gentlemen, is D as in dog. He was the lead singer of the Cars. Question number 21. Wait, we got a problem here. I have the same question 3 times in a row. All right. And they're all number 20 for some reason. Hopefully there's still 30 questions. Question number 21. What unique milestone does Stevie Wonder's hit Part-Time Lover hold? Is it A, triple platinum hit? B, wasn't him singing the song? C, number one of 4 different charts at the same time? Or D, third time he released the song? What unique milestone does Stevie Wonder's hit Part-Time Lover hold? Good afternoon, Judah. How are you doing? I hope you're having a wonderful afternoon down in Sydney. I hope you had a great weekend. I'll give you guys a clue on this one. The unique milestone that Stevie Wonder's hit Part-Time Lover hold, whichever one it is, it's the only time it's ever happened, and no one will probably ever hit this milestone ever again. So which one is it? Is it him triple platinum? Was it him not singing the song? Was it on number one on 4 different charts at the same time? Or the third time he released it? With that clue in mind, he's simply that he is badass. Inner peas, I'm sure. Yes, I'm not sure. I have been part of this before. What unique milestone? Janie is going to go with best answer and going with the risk that $1,000,000. $1,000,000 for this answer. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the correct answer to question number 21 is C. Number one on 4 different charts at the same time. It's the only time it's ever happened, and the chances are it will never happen again because the way they compile the Billboard charts now, if they label something one type of music, it most likely will never make the number one top of the charts of the others because they refuse to play it on radio that way. Oh, if you have a country song, it may get some radio play on a rock station, or a rock song may get some play on a country station, but they're not going to push it to the point where it's going to reach number one ever. So it is one of those rarities. Yes, thanks, Will. It's a nice spring day here. We are still in lockdown. I'm sorry, Judah. Hopefully everybody gets their shot soon, and they can lift the lockdown on you. Question 22. What is the next line? He's bad, bad Leroy Brown, the baddest man in the whole damn town. What's the next line? Is it A, sweeter than apple pie? B, and meaner than a junkyard dog? C, badder than old King Kong? Or D, hear me, fool? What is the next line to the song? I don't ever listen to today's music. Hey, ladies only. I just cut 7 inches off of my hair, my own hair, and I'm having a breakdown. I'm sorry, Cheryl. Why would you cut off 7? My mother-in-law, Cheryl, she had hair down to her hips until about 2 weeks ago, and she cut it off, so it's even shorter than my hair. Meaner than a junkyard dog, says RH. What's the next line to this song? He's bad. Bad. Leroy Brown. Baddest man in the whole damn town. Armchair Detective MI5 is going with B. Junkyard Dog, that's B. Meaner than a junkyard dog, it says RRH. Janie is going with C. Better than old King Kong. Stephanie Fisher, good evening and welcome to True Crime Trivia. I hope you had a wonderful weekend. Anybody else I may have missed? Oh, RH is going to change his answer to C. S. Brooks is going with C. Stephanie Fisher is going with C for show. For show. C for show. Yes, it's A. Screen's blurry. I'm sorry. What's the next line? The song goes, he's bad, Leroy Brown, the baddest man in the whole damn town, is badder than old King Kong, meaner than a junkyard dog. So the correct answer is C, followed by B. The correct answer is C, badder than old King Kong, meaner than a junkyard dog. So the correct answer is C, as in cat. Well, I've had the first next one to late November. P.S. My name is pronounced Utah or Utah in the U.S. So silent J, it says Utah. Like not Utah, but Utah. Is that close? Chris, what's up? We're playing True Crime Trivia. You should see it on your screen. Welcome, Chris. I will. And all Rupel. I managed to tune in today. Well, welcome, Rupel. All right, question number 23. What 80s duet featured Fleetwood Mac and the Eagles? Is it A, New Kid in Town, B, Leather and Lace, C, Seven Bridge Road, or D, The Chain? What 80s duet song, we're looking for the name of the song here, featured Fleetwood Mac and the Eagles? J makes a Y sound in the Spanish language, and maybe others. I don't know. Like Juan, the J sound, in Spanish, Juan. Okay, Utah Destiny. Utah, like that. I'll get it. It takes me forever, and I'm sorry about that. Ask Jenny. I mean, I called her Janine for the longest time. My head, I just I picture certain words and I think that they're supposed to be something else, even if they're spelled differently. But I'll get it though. Well, Leroy the Gambler, he stood about 6'4". He did. What a tragic waste. Oh, yeah. Oh, he died way too young. Jim Croce. Armchair Detective, says loaded in P. Starfire's going with B. Amy is going, I remember now, LOL. Love the blue lighting effect in the background and this angle wheel. Very nice. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. Every day, work to get 1% better. That's my goal every day. Get just improve my content 1%. That's all I shoot for every day. B is a duet. Karen Cato's going with B. Stephanie's going with B. What 80s duet featured Fleetwood Mac and the Eagles? Diana Bowman's going with B. The correct answer to question number 23, ladies and gentlemen, is B as in boy, Leather and Lace. Leather and Lace is the duet between Fleetwood Mac and the Eagles. Did she ever make you cry, make you break down, shatter your illusions of love, and now tell me it's over? Do you know how to pick up the pieces and go home? That song? Question number 24. Who became a chart topper in 1988 through a song, I Think We're Alone Now? Oh my God. I can't believe I put this question in there. All right, who became a chart topper in 1988 through the song I Think We're Alone Now? A, Brandy, B, Till Tuesday, C, Tiffany, or D, Laura Branigan? Who had that hit in 1988? Wow. I forgot all about this artist. Love it, CCC, Crimson's Clover. Crimson and Clover, over and over. Crimson and Clover. Well, I've replaced one song in my head with another one now. feeling my age these tonight. Well, not every time I'm at the store, but a lot. C seems to be a popular answer. Colleen is going with D. It's getting known as Joan Jett. Jamie is going with C. Who became a chart topper in 1988 through the song I Think We're Alone Now? Will's got an earthworm. I Think We're Alone Now was a chart topper by Tiffany, ladies and gentlemen. I didn't even know I put this question in there. But C as in cat is the correct answer. Tiffany. I had forgotten all about Tiffany. Wow. All right. Question number 25. Which Ira Cara song from the movie of the same name won the 1980 Academy Award for Best Original Song? Was it A, Footloose, B, Top Gun, C, West Side, or D, Fame? Which Ira Cara song from the movie of the same name won the 1980 Academy Award for the Best Original Song? RH, I'm still in love with Stevie Nicks. You can't go wrong with Stevie Nicks, RH. Beautiful woman, hell of a voice in range in her vocals. I mean, Very well written music. Can't go wrong there. We got, so far the answers are D, 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 B. Brooks, Lou, Wrench, thank you, my dear. D, D, love the movie. Okay, D, D. We'll sing the answer. I got to see Stevie Nicks and Rod Stewart about 10 years ago. So good. That'd be a good concert. Stevie Nicks and Rod Stewart. I can't do the dance though. If I was going to sing the song, I'd have to do the dance. And with only one leg right now that's operational, I'm not going to be singing a song. But thanks to Armchair Detective MI5, going with C. The first two didn't come out in the 1980s. Not sure what the D is. Peas. That's Flashdance. Oh, I thought. I mean, I certainly ain't doing the opening to Flashdance, right? I'm not doing that one either. All right, which Irene Cara song from the movie of the same name won the 1980 Academy Award for a Best Original Song? The answer to number 25 is D, as in dog, Fame. Still not singing it or doing the dances to either one of any of those movies. I don't think well, Top Gun. There was some dancing in Top Gun. I know the lady who owned the restaurant where all the bar and restaurant scenes were filmed in Top Gun. Oh no, sorry, that was Officer and a Gentleman, not Top Gun. All right, number 26. Which Norwegian group sang "Take Me On" in 1984 with worldwide success? Was it A, Bananarama, B, Culture Club, C, Aha, or D, Fat Boy Slim? Which Norwegian group sang "Take Me On"? Armchair Detective's going with Aha, C, 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 B, C, 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 and C. More C's, and inner P is ABBA. No idea. Oh, I'll follow the crowd, says Jess, and go with C. I can still see the video in your head. You guys want a clue on this one in case you don't remember? I'm sure it looks like everybody remembers. It looks like a comic book drawing. Stephanie Fisher says, I can still see it in my head. You could do a version of Footloose dance in style of The Office. I've never seen the Office version of it. I can see it too. Jenny's going with Aha. Which Norwegian group sang "Take Me On" in 1984 with worldwide success? The correct answer to question number 26 is C, as in cat. Aha. So the comic book, like illustration of I mean, that's what the video was. I can still picture it too. Trillion you forever. Okay, question number 27. Pop culture goes with C. I'll take B. B is the Culture Club. Culture Club, not so much. Not with that one. It was Aha. All right, question number 27. Rich Girl was the first U.S. #1 hit for which pop duo? Was it A, Whitney Houston and Bobby Brown? B, James Taylor and Cher? C, Milli Vanilli? Or D, Hall and Oates? Rich Girl was the first U.S. #1 hit by which pop duo? Very clear, clever video. Yeah, it was like a hand. Started with a hand like drawing the comic, and then they he pulled her into the comic itself, so they were in a comic book world, and then they're being chased by some men. I think they were in a race or something because I remember one of them had a wrench or something. I can't tell you the last time I saw the video, but it's all right here in my head. Stephanie Fisher is going with Hall and Oates. One of my top favorite music duos of all time, says S. Brooks. Now I hear this one in my head. RH is going with Hall and Oates. Daryl Hall and John. I think he knows the Hall of it. Daryl Hall and John Oates. These are getting easier near the end. Well, I'm glad you're finding these ones easier. These are all random. I know that the first 15 are from one list, and then the other 15 are from a completely different list. But they're from the same website though. I'm glad you're enjoying them. Inner Peace is going with E. It's D, but my answer. Wait, E. It's D, but my E answer is Michael Jackson. Because it doesn't matter anyways. All right. It's great music show now. Rich Girl was the first U.S. hit by which pop duo? The correct answer, ladies and gentlemen, was D, as in dog. Hall and Oates. Hall and Oates was the correct answer to that one. You're a rich girl. You're gone too far. Because it don't matter anyways. You can rely on an old man's money, but you can't rely on an old man's money. All right, question number 28. Which song by Tom Waits is about abduction and murder? Is it A, Georgia Lee, B, Chocolate Jesus, C, Hell Broke Lucy, or D, Way Down the Hole? Tom Waits, one of my favorite artists. Which song by Tom Waits is about abduction and murder? Britta Christina Christensen? Welcome. Welcome to True Crime Trivia. RH, don't know. RH, if you ever wanted to listen to somebody sing a song through a bullhorn, this would be one of the songs for you. But if you don't ever want to hear that song sung, I wouldn't. I'd probably stay away from this song, along with Chocolate Jesus. Chocolate Jesus is, he does the same thing. Most of the song is sung through a bullhorn. Inner Peace is going with E, Down the Old Mill Stream. Jenny is going with Georgia Lee. The piano's been drinking. He was in Dracula. Tom Waite. Armchair Detective MI5 is going with change to A. Georgia Lee. Bullhorn. Excuse me. The megaphone, megaphone, bullhorn, it's the same thing. Was an excellent actor. He's done a little bit of acting here and there, but I wouldn't say that it was his calling. But I have seen him in pretty good. I think he's just an extraordinarily talented musician that a lot of people really don't understand just how many songs he's written for other people out there, other artists in different genres. He's written songs, that have been released in the country charts, rock, pop. They're all over the place. He's even written a part of an opera, and he's still going. He's got a real deep, raspy voice. Sounds like he's been chain smoking cigarettes for about 50 years straight. His voice kind of like that, kind of like Louis Armstrong's voice, like deep, raspy like that. All right, which song by Tom Waits is about abduction and murder? The correct answer is A, ladies and gentlemen, Georgia Lee. I have no idea. C sounds like it would choose, because C has weird spelling on the Allman Brothers stuff, but sounds legit to me. Chocolate Jesus is a song about those little confectionist, sugar, chocolates you get in Adventist calendars. You get just before Christmas with little chocolate pieces in them. That's what that whole entire song's about. But he does both of them through a megaphone bullhorn. All right, question number 29. Which group told the world, I'm too sexy for another hit? God, I didn't believe I put this one in here either. Natalie Imbruglia. Band. B, Eagle Eye Cherry. C, Right Said Fred. Or D, Devo, I'm too sexy for another hit song. I'm too sexy for another hit song. God. Left-handed RN is going with Devo. Devo, step on that crack, break your mother's back. Crack that whip. A bunch of C's for Right Said Fred. He was too sexy for his shirt. He's too sexy for another hit song. Skitty Nunn is going with E, Grace Jones. Stephanie Fisher, C, who is Right Said Fred? Armchair Detective MI5, you've got a deep voice. I guess. I don't know. Kind of messed up right now. Allergies. Can't really get away from them though. Stephanie, one hit wonder. Oh yeah. Sketty Nona, you were a Devo devotee. Did you have yourself a flower pot hat or a toilet seat ring, around your head? I'm not joking. I think it was 1984, 83, somewhere in there. I actually took a steak knife, and the back edge is straight, like flat, and then it curves. I actually carved Devo in the screen of my mother's TV. Yeah, I did. I did that. My mom never noticed it. Never noticed it. It was in that screen until the day we got rid of the TV. It still worked when we got rid of it. We moved that thing from here to halfway across the United States, back and forth and back and forth. Only thing that ever went wrong with that thing was the clock on it stopped. Made by Curtis Mathis. Love the Sun. Welcome. I will, and Chet, sorry for showing up late. It's okay, Love the Sun. You can watch the rest of it and rewind if you want after we're done. We're on question number 29 right now. All right. The correct answer to which group told the world I'm too sexy for another hit was C as in cat. Right said Fred. He was a one-hit wonder who sang about he was too sexy for his shirt, amongst other things. All right, question number 30. In 1997, the race to Christmas #1 between the Teletubbies and who? Who was in a race to the #1 hit for a Christmas song in 1997? Was it A, Ronnie James Dio, B, the Spice Girls, C, Megadeth, or was it D, Stevie Wonder? Who is in a race with the Teletubbies for the #1 Christmas song of 1997? Never heard of him? RH, no clue. How about this? We start off with, we break the question down this way, RH. What the hell are the Teletubbies singing Christmas songs for? And what the hell did they sing about? I mean, we had what the 80s. We had do they know it's Christmas? But 1997, the Teletubbies are singing Christmas songs. I don't remember that, but that's the trivia question. I actually looked this one up. The Teletubbies have an entire album of songs. Some of them you can find on YouTube. Oh my God! Inside joke with my friends, hot like Fred, because he was too sexy. God, please, let it be Megadeth. See, Megadeth, because that would have been hilarious. I mean, come on. What about Ronnie James Dio? Your 4-year-old loved them? My daughter loved the Teletubbies and Veggie Tales. She loved them both. I mean, Ronnie James Dio, come on. You don't know who Ronnie James Dio is, Stephanie? I'm sorry. $1997. We're looking for somebody who did a Christmas song. I can, maybe 2 of these people would be better at Christmas songs, but who is the? Why the other ones? Diana's going with B. Stephanie. No. But wouldn't that be funny? I got that mental picture in my head of Megadeth, singing, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer or something like that. That would be funny. Tinky Wink, Lala, Poe, and Dipsy. Yeah. My daughter, Okie Dokie's daughter was terrified of the Teletubbies. Oh my God. Now, Barney the dinosaur. There's something wrong with Barney. Barney is walking up to strange kids and hugging them. Something wrong with that purple dinosaur. All right. In 1997, the race to the Christmas #1 between the Teletubbies and who? The correct answer, ladies and gentlemen, is B as in boy. The Spice Girls. The Spice Girls against the Teletubbies for the #1 Christmas song of 1997. All right, time for bonus questions. Bonus question number 1. Who sang the song Barbie Girl? Was it A, Aqua, B, James Taylor, C, Rockstick, or D, Mickey Mouse? Who sang the song Barbie Girl? Big Bird freaked you out? There's some seriously messed up people living on Sesame Street. Slipknot. Why not Insane Clown Posse? Boy, not much of a competition. I bet the Teletubbies weren't worried at all. Bonus was a letdown. It's okay. This is bonus question 1 of 2. Who sang the song Barbie Girl? Ozzy. Back when Ozzy Osbourne. Yeah. Good guess, RH. You're all winners. You're all winners. Oh, who sang the song Barbie Girl? The correct answer is A, Aqua. I believe they were a one-hit wonder because I can't think of another song that they ever did except for this annoying ass song, Barbie Girl. And I'm sorry if you might like it, but I heard it way too many times to care to remember. Bonus question number 2 of 2. What did Adam Dirks do for work to pay his bills between recording the first Counting Crows album and the second album? What did he do for work to pay his bills? Did he A, pump gas, B, bartend, C, washed windows, or D, installed cable TV? What did Adam Dirks do between the Counting Crows first album and second album? Ken was definitely the best answer. I'm falling asleep. It's 12 a.m. in Toronto. Next time, I'll make tea. Oh, good night. Good night, Jess. Thanks for stopping in, sweetheart. You have a great week. What did Adam Dirks do between his first album and his second album to pay his bills? Mr. Jones and me. Inner Peas is going with YouTube channel. If he was relying on a YouTube channel back then, he probably made money. But that's not one of the options. They had 2 albums, 2 hits. They died after that. You are welcome for that info. Stephanie Fisher will keep on fighting to the end. We are the champions. We are the champions. of the world. I'm guessing washing windows because it would have given him time to think about music. See, I can logic. Calling the Cadillacs going with B. Janie D. Okie dokie loves counting crows. They were car windows at a stop sign. God, it's getting up. If you want to see a really good interview, you can watch it on Spotify or listen to it on Spotify. You can either audio or video, whichever one you want. But it's Adam talking on. He's on the Joe Rogan podcast on Spotify. You can. I don't get anything for this at all, so I'm not sponsored. But you can sign up for a free trial of Spotify and listen to it, and then listen to some of your other favorite podcast episodes on there. But the correct answer to this question, ladies and gentlemen, is B as in boy. He bartended. And in the interview with Joe Rogan, he goes into a little bit more in depth about this. He's talked about this before, but he was living at his home, and people kept on constantly, after the first Counting Crows album came out, people were constantly bugging him. They wouldn't leave him alone, even when he's at home. He was just trying to sleep, and people would knock on the door to his house and wake him up at all hours of the day. And sometimes they were just fans who just wanted to say hello, get a picture with him. And other times it was people who would wake him up in the middle of the night or the afternoon or bother him just to tell him he was a giant piece of shit. And he couldn't take it anymore. So he went to Los Angeles to go visit some friends. And when he was there visiting some friends, they asked him one night, "Hey, we're going to go to this party. Do you want to go, with us? It's for," I can't remember whose birthday it was, but he went to the party, and he just started hanging out at this bar, the Viper Room, across the street from the Whiskey Go Go. And he started hanging out there, and before he knew it, one thing led to another, and a friend of his was bartending, and she asked him, "Can you watch the bar while I think she had to go to the bathroom, or she had to go to the kitchen or something." And he just started working there, and he didn't really need the money, except for the fact that everything he owned at his house, he left there. He didn't come back for it. When he left to go visit friends in Los Angeles, he was always planning to be there over the weekend. He just never went back home, ever, to that house. He actually paid a moving company to move all of his belongings out of that house and move to where, to Los Angeles, where he now, I think he resides still in Los Angeles or somewhere nearby there. But that's how it happened. He was bartending in the downstairs at the second bar in the Viper Room, and he started bartending there for 2 years. He didn't have to do that to waste, to buy time while he was writing the songs for the Counting Crows' second album. Most of those songs were already written, but that was how he ended up there. And FYI, the Viper Room there is the same place where River Phoenix died, outside of the Viper Room. Where was his home? I can't remember where. Glowworm, and good evening. I don't remember where his home was, to tell you the truth, Glowworm. He talks about it in not so much this part of it, but on the Joe Rogan podcast, he talks about it in somewhat. But I can't remember if he was San Francisco or somewhere near there, Berkeley. But I can't remember exactly. It may not have been in California. But he talks about how he ended up bartending for 2 years at the Viper Room, Some people, were really super cool, that he was there, and wow, Adam's my bartender, and other people didn't give a shit who he was, but he felt at home there, and it kind of helped him, reground himself and realize that he was with friends. Sometimes we all need to do that. We get so busy doing these million other things. We need to find a way to reground ourselves, bring ourselves back to, where we're safe and protected. Oh, it's Little Debbie inner peas. Aren't those funny skits? Have you ever inner peas? Have you ever seen Will Ferrell's skits called The Landlord? Bob Dylan stalked his fans in the same way. He said one of them walked into his on his roof at one time. Oh yes, Janie. Every Sunday at 7 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time. But you have to check out Will Ferrell's skits called "The Landlord." He did those during the writer's strike in California when the American Writers Association went on strike. So they weren't writing scripts for Saturday Night Live or a lot of TV shows. So Will Ferrell and his friends just sat around. They thought up these skits and they acted them out. my grandmother had 10 children. She had to call a bunch of names to get it right, the right one. Set an alarm. The notifications are not reliable. That is absolutely true. I did not get a notification tonight. Did anybody hear my phone go off like it does a million other times? I never got notification that I was live tonight. But that's it. That's all the trivia questions for tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Every Sunday at 7 p.m. Saturday mornings, I do news and recaps of past cases that I've done, and then we have an open discussion like this on Saturdays. But that's my weekends. I live stream Saturdays and Sundays. Oh, you're welcome, Amy. 7 p.m. Pacific. Yep. Pacific Daylight Time, PDT. Will, my name is Brenda. Pleased to meet you, Brenda. My name is Will. Thanks for this channel, Will. It's a lot of fun. Well, you're welcome, Stephanie. I'm glad you enjoy it. Want to hear the cowbell? Cowbell. Viewer suggestion. I can't remember who brought it up originally that said that we needed more cowbells. I mean, I'm not Blue Oyster Cult in the Will Ferrell skit, wasn't it? It was supposed to be Blue Oyster Cult, where he was playing the cowbell. Will, you keep calling me Debbie. I know, Brenda. In the comments section, I know. I noticed that the yesterday, the day before, there are other people who have well, I know of at least one other person who has a YouTube name that is close to yours. And sometimes when you're on my cell phone and I'm typing in replies, so it brings up the keyboard and then it grays out the actual area where the actual comment is, so I can't see it. So I just have to remember. I'm like, okay, which one is this? And I'm like, I'm sorry though. It is my bad. I'll get it right. My daughter was a bartender, and people would see her out and want to hang out. She hated it. Everyone thinks bartender is their friend because they listen to drunks. No, that's true. I used to bartend for a local what you call it? It was kind of like a seniors club. Um, but I was a volunteer. I wasn't actually getting paid to be there. I mean, occasionally I'd make some tips, but not very often. But it, I was like someone's therapist every night. That's all I was there for. Reach into the cooler, get them another cold beer, and then listen to all their problems in the world. Night Rotary Dial. You stay safe out there. I get the same one. Whoever remembers my name, I get called Debbie or Barbara. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to end the stream there. Thank you, everyone, for joining me tonight. Again, next Sunday, I don't know if I'll have a stream. I'm going to try. I'm trying to do as much as I can to keep the schedule going as normal, but I'm playing everything by ear. If I can get in to have surgery this week on my knee, I don't know what shape I'll be in to do them. To keep doing the content. I may miss a couple days here or there, but I'm gonna try. So next weekend, and I'm not exactly sure what's gonna happen. So playing it by ear. If you see on my channel that there is a scheduled release of like the stream on Saturday and Sunday, then that means we will definitely be here. And we'll not schedule it before actually without knowing if I'm going to be here or not. But everyone, thank you again. I hope you all had fun. If you did, quickly give this a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down, but make sure you tap that twice to make sure that the YouTube understands just how much you really didn't like it. Tap it twice if you didn't like it. Well, thank you, Colin. I will. I'm hoping that it happens this week. So I'm kind of holding out hope. My doctor, thinks he's got more hope that it's going to happen this week than I do. All right, everybody. Again, thank you, everyone, for being here. You have a wonderful week ahead.